Hello and welcome back to this YouTube channel. If you have not watched my first video of my road trip to Rwanda, please go back and watch it. I might have mentioned something that might help you when you're planning to visit Rwanda. Now today I'm going to just tell you what you need to know about Rwanda before visiting Rwanda. But first of all, let me mention some of the requirements that you need. You need a passport, you need a yellow fever card, and if you're traveling with your child, you need a birth certificate for him, his or her birth certificate. You need to carry it with you, because if you're traveling by road, at the border they're going to ask you questions. If you have a minor with you, they will want to know that yes, you are actually the parent, just in case you're trying to kidnap the child. So just have it with you, and it's going to save you a lot of problems, a lot of frustrations, because I was frustrated. I was asked about my son's birth certificate and I didn't have. Okay, so I didn't know it was a requirement. But now you know. Nobody told me it was a requirement. Now you know it's a requirement, because even at the Katuna border going into Rwanda, I was asked about my son's birth certificate. But that's a story for another day. Just have the birth certificate of your child. It will save you a lot of issues. Now, what do you need to know before visiting Rwanda? Rwanda, I found it to be a very disciplined country, a very conservative country. There was no unnecessary noise. It was very cool in Kigali. Now we're talking even about Kigali, because this video we're going into Kigali. This is now from the Katuna border going into Kigali. It took us like probably 3 hours, I think. 3 hours, 3 hours or 2.5, somewhere there, to get us to Kigali. And I was very tired. As you can see, I was yawning. I mean, after 30 plus hours on the road, inside the bus, I was tired. We were all very tired. We just wanted to get to our hotel room and refresh and feel nice, and now get to enjoy beautiful Kigali as we all see it. Now, like I was saying, Rwanda is a very conservative and disciplined country. It's very clean, and the first thing you will notice when you finally get in Kigali, you will notice that it is busy, and there's a lot of motorcycles. I posted a photo, and there were motorcycles on the background, and someone asked me, do they have motorcycles in Rwanda? I was like, yeah, I mean, it's an African country. I think all African countries have border borders, right? So yeah, you can see a lot of border borders. But one thing that really impressed me is that everybody on the motorbike, or the border as we call it, everybody on the border had a helmet. Like, you cannot be riding a motorcycle around, whether you are the rider or you're the passenger. You cannot be on a motorcycle in Rwanda without a helmet. So that really impressed me, because obviously for safety reasons it's better if you have a helmet. Unlike some of our African countries, we know the way they are. We are all guilty of this, including myself. You get into a motorcycle, there's no helmet, you'll be driven, or you'll be taken to where you want to be taken without a helmet. But for safety reasons, of course, it is very important that you have a helmet. So that impressed me. And I found Rwanda to be a very organized country, to be honest. Like, for public transportation, for the buses, I think they have like a central place where you will find, like, the buses are like, for example, in our country, you will find public transportation like probably everywhere in town. Like, everywhere in town you will find there's public transportation. But in Kigali, I just saw it while we were passing, but I never saw any other place that people can take the public transportation while in Kigali. I didn't see that. I think there's just a central place for buses, for public transportation to be picked, which is nice, which is very nice. It's organized. And if you're a passenger and you want to cross the road, please use the zebra crossing. Just use the zebra crossing. If you're a passenger, if you're a pedestrian, a passenger and a pedestrian, just use the zebra crossing, because they obey traffic rules. Don't worry about crossing the road on the zebra crossing, because they will stop. the motorbikes and the vehicles, they will stop for you to cross. Unlike in some of our African countries, and this is true, like in my country, Kenya, you will just be passing on the zebra crossing, and the driver or the rider, they will not stop for you. So you're actually crossing the zebra crossing, but you are running to get to the other side, because the vehicle that's coming might actually hit you on the zebra crossing. And yeah, it happens. So in Rwanda, there's nothing like that, but just make sure you cross the road where you're supposed to cross the road. Because also Africans, we are used to sometimes crossing the road where you're not supposed to cross the road. So just cross the road where you're supposed to cross the road. It's going to save you a lot of problems. So Kigali, as you can see, it is chilled, is quiet. Everybody is minding their business. It took us, I think, like I said, it took us probably 2.5 or 3 hours to now get to Kigali from the Katuna border. And it's beautiful, it's green. And one thing I like about Rwanda is they have really preserved their forests. In my other videos, you will understand why I'm saying this, because we have gone to Nyungwe forest. Yeah, you will get to see that. So they have really preserved their vegetation, their forest. It's really nice, really. It's really, really nice. It's so green and the air is fresh. It can be a bit chilly in the evening, but it's fine as long as you are all warmed up. So when you're traveling to Rwanda, just pack up some warm clothes. And one of the reasons why I decided to do this content for my Rwanda trip is because when you come to YouTube or when you go on the internet and you try and research about visiting Rwanda, you will only see people talking about Kigali. But Rwanda has so many beautiful places, like the Gisenyi part. We went to Nyanza, we even go to Lake Kivu. We used the boat. So it's a really good country. That's why I will recommend, if you're traveling to Rwanda, use a tours and travel company. Use Kibaria Travel. Kibaria Travel is a tours and travel company that's going to organize this trip for you. At least if you travel with a company, they are going to organize everything, what you will do, how you're going to move, the hotels you're going to stay in. So it becomes a little bit easier. I find it to be easier, because most people only come to Kigali because they probably don't have how can I call it? Maybe they don't have a budget to visit all the other cities in Rwanda, because also moving around can be a little bit hectic, especially if you are new, and you probably have to find a tour guide to be showing you around. So if you travel with a tours and travel company, they organize everything for you. How you're going to be moving around in Rwanda, they're the ones who are going to take care of it. They will take you to all the nice places in Rwanda, as long as you have paid for the trip, the package that they will give you. They're going to provide everything, your food, your meals when you're in Rwanda, how you're going to be moving around, going to visit places. So I prefer to travel, at least for the first time. At least, if you're planning to travel to Rwanda for the first time, you've never been to Rwanda, use a tours and travel company. It's going to be easier for you. And then if you want to go back again with probably friends or family, then you can now say, okay, now at least you would have been there, you know how to move around. That's the whole point. Go there for the first time, you know how to maneuver, you know where to change your money, you know what to do, and it's going to be a little bit easier next time when you go. Like now, if I go back to Kigali, I know where I'm going to change my money. There's even M-Pesa in Rwanda. Yes, we do have M-Pesa shop, and I know we all love money, so please pay attention. Now, there's an M-Pesa shop. I don't know how many they are, but I got to go to one because I ran out of cash and I wanted to change money to buy some stuff, some souvenirs for people back at home. So I had money in my M-Pesa. We went to an M-Pesa shop in Kigali, and the rate there was so good, was better than even at the border. At the border, 1 is to 10 Rwandan franc. 1 Kenyan shillings is to 10 Rwandan franc. Now, here at the M-Pesa shop is 1 is to 10.5. Who doesn't need extra money? Who does not want extra money? See, we all love money. So when I went to the M-Pesa shop and I got a rate of 10.5, I was like, I wish I would have even waited to change money in the M-Pesa shop. But we were taken to the M-Pesa shop a bit later, after some days. So yeah, it is what it is. But just so you know, when you get to Rwanda, wait a little bit longer. If you must, you can change at the border. But if you're not in a hurry to use any Rwandan franc at the moment, just wait until you get inside Kigali and then find an M-Pesa shop. Nakwambia mimi, I know it. Niko hapa kwa kichwa. Like I can even explain to you, kuna roundabout. Teremka hapo chini kidogo, then go left. If you go left, cross the road. And then if you cross the road, just turn right and move a little bit, and then you will see the M-Pesa shop right there. Yeah, it is on my mind. Yeah, because we all love money. But anyways, Kigali is a very beautiful city, as you have seen. If you are paying attention on the videos, we got to the hotel and there was no lights. But of course, I told Alex. Alex is the CEO of Kigali Travel, and it was taken care of. Yes, they did fix the light a bit later though, but we took a shower, we changed our clothes, we were sweaty, we just needed to feel fresh, and then we went downstairs for lunch. Yeah, lunch was amazing. We went out for a short city tour because it was still a bit early. We were tired, yes, but we were like, no, we want to see Kigali at night. It's so beautiful. We went to a place called the Car Free Zone. Yeah, it's lovely. It's so nice. I think because of the festive season, there was lights, and oh my God, it's beautiful. Kigali is beautiful. It's very beautiful. It's clean. And one more thing you need to know: avoid asking people their tribe. They no longer use tribes, so just don't ask anybody in Rwanda about their tribe. It's a very sensitive issue, so just don't ask anybody about their tribe. So when you get to Kigali, these are some of the views that you're going to enjoy. We took lovely photos. Oh my God, Kigali is so nice. Me, I think I would go back. I would take a few friends. I would take other family members to Kigali. But like I said, if you are traveling, especially for the first time, just use a travel company. It's going to save you a lot of time. It's probably going also to save you a lot of money. So, and also you want to enjoy the best part when you're in Rwanda. You don't just go to Kigali. Kigali is beautiful, yes, but there are so many places to see in Rwanda. Okay, there are so many places to see in Rwanda, and you will get to understand why I'm saying this, because I have upcoming videos about, Nyungwe Forest. There's Lake Kivu. We went to the King's Palace. All that is coming up, so just don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button so that when I upload a video, you'll be able to know that I have uploaded a video, and you'll be able to see how beautiful Rwanda is. If you have any questions or any clarifications you need me to do, please ask. I will be glad to respond.